Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. I have this beautiful autumn leaves kit in rose gold. It's by Sadie Stickers and you can use Rachel20 to save. This is my second time using animal print. My first time was during the summer planner collab, and that's actually inspired me to kind of get out of my comfort zone, and I really love how this turned out. I think when animal print is done right, it looks so gorgeous, and yeah, this was just really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some music and I hope that you enjoy.
Travel the world, still I miss my friends. The seasons turn, go home again. Drive in reverse when the summer ends. And you got me high, you got me thinking I want it over again. And you got me high, you got me thinking I want it over again. You've been on my mind lately, I tell you all the time. Baby, you make me feel fine when you got your hands in mine. You've been on my mind lately, I tell you all the time. Baby, you make me feel fine when you got your hands in mine.
I did something a little bit different this week. I'm always inspired by other planner girls to do this combination here, and I know Mosh does it a lot, and so does Nikki from Nikki Plus 3, where she uses the Panda Bird design scallop as well as the laptop girl, but I also wanted to utilize my scripts, so I did this to mark work all week, and the colors just matched perfectly, so I felt like it was a good way and reason to kind of utilize my stickers, and these colors have just been sitting around because I don't use them all the time, so it was nice to use them. So I have a few more questions from my previous Plan With Me where I did a Q&A, and I'm going to try to finish some of them now. But I do apologize if I sound stuffy. I have really bad allergies, and I just woke up from a nap. So yeah, it's been exhausting to say the least, you guys. I have worked like 20 hours of overtime, and well, I would say in the span of like a week and a half over what I'm, supposed to be working, which is not terrible, but it does kind of start catching up after a while, especially with the weather kind of getting cooler and it's darker. I'm just more tired. I don't know if you guys are the same way, but if it's really dark and gloomy, I don't know if you feel even more tired and exhausted. I certainly do. I really wish that it was brighter out longer. Like, I love fall for the temperature, but I really wish it didn't get dark, and I wish that we didn't, practice daylight savings, but here we are. Anyways, so this next question is from Margie, my girl Margie from Guam. She asked, what do you like most about planning? So for decorative planning, my favorite thing is the memories. I love being able to go back and look at my coiled planners and remember what happened because, as much as I think I have amazing memory when it comes to certain things, I'm not going to remember like where I went sometime and like where we ate and how I was feeling and who like visited me and where so on and so forth. I think it's a really great way to capture all of the memories. It's essentially a scrapbook in a planner, which I love so much about it. But for functional and more regular planning, if that's what you want to call it, none of the decorative planning. My favorite thing about that is certainly staying on top of everything and staying, on track. And I'm very, very type A when it comes to work and my channel. For the most part, I have a very particular way I do things, and I try to have a lot of structure. Up until recently, I tried to kind of let go of the structure, the quote unquote structure that I had for my channel, and I tried to kind of let it be more lax, where I can just upload, and I'm uploading when I want to and when I can, just because it's allowed me to kind of enjoy this a lot more. And I feel like this probably isn't making sense, but I used to have a very structured schedule of when I was going to upload, and that put a lot of pressure on myself. So now that I just upload whenever I can and when I want to, it's made it a lot more enjoyable and less like a chore. So that's kind of where I was going with that. So yeah, I think that's kind of my answer for both decorative planning and functional planning. So Margie also asked, what is your favorite thing about Jace? That's such a hard question. I had to think on this one. I love everything about my dog. Like, he truly is such an amazing soul. I really don't know. I just love so many things about him. I can't really pick one, but if I really had to choose one, and this might be a cliche, it's totally how loyal he is. And I think that's just the nature of many and all dogs that I'm aware of and that I've, had in my life, and my friends' dogs and so on and so forth. But another thing that I just really love about him is his very happy, outgoing nature and personality. Like, when we used to go to dog parks, because we lived in an apartment when we first got him, we would always go to the dog park, and he would say hi to every human and owner first before he would play with the dogs. Like, I don't know if it was like his way of just greeting everybody, his way of getting permission to like play with their dogs. And he's just such a lover. He is such a loving dog. And he's also very gentle. He's so good with all ages, all sizes of different dogs. And he just knows when to be gentle with small dogs, and he knows when he can be a little bit rougher with bigger dogs. But he literally is friends with everybody, with everybody, like humans and other dogs. Yeah, so those are like my favorite things about him personality wise, but I would probably say like appearance. I love his face. I think he's just got the sweetest and cutest face. I think all dogs kind of do. And then I also just love how floppy his ears are. I joke and I say that he's got ears like Stitch from Lilo and Stitch, and like Dobby. So yeah. All right. So Abby asked, what's your favorite song? I don't really have a favorite song. I have favorite songs, plural. I'm that kind of person, if I'm jamming to something, I can play it over and over and over again, just because it's just like the thing that has me hype at the moment, if that makes sense. But I don't really have like a favorite song in particular. But I will tell you what I was jamming to last week. I was jamming to Like Mariah by Fifth Harmony. Super good. Really awesome. Such a good song. So that's the rest of the Q&A. Thank you to all of those that did send me some questions. I really appreciate it. I was very surprised and happy to see how many questions I got, but thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what stickers are on the page so far. Let me know below if you prefer the more Q&A, get to know me style videos, or if you do like a good combination of talking about the stickers or just solely talking about the stickers. I know that everyone has a different preference, but I would love to see just basically what the majority of my audience likes, because it gives me a good gauge. And personally, I love to get to know people, and I love hearing people's rants, and I love hearing people's stories. It's just really fun. So on Friday, I just marked work the same way I have been. That post-it I used is from a leftover from the GP Studio, and then the washi I put over that is from Simply Watercolor Co. The sticker that is from Planning World. And then that was my last sheet of kettlebells from Crafts by Towie. Thankfully, I have a second sheet that came in recently. And then I also wanted to mark Taking a Walk. That script is from The Given Girl. The Adidas are from Crafts by Towie as well. That coffee cup I used on Saturday is from the GP Studio, and then I pulled in a heart from Tasseled Planner, who unfortunately is no longer open. She definitely has my all-time favorite mini hearts. They are so gorgeous. I love the shape. I love the size. I really wish I stocked up on those, like every single foil color, because they're totally my favorite. The workout script is from Letters to Apollo, and then that heart quarter box is from Panda Bird Design. The side bow is from Sadie Stickers, and I love this flourish that I pulled in. That's from Bloom Paper Studio. The paw print is from White Deer Stationery, and this beer icon is from Crafts by Towie. So I had a really, really fun and awesome weekend this weekend. I haven't seen my best friend, who I was a bridesmaid in last year, for a year. I haven't seen her and her husband in a year. It's been insane. We were just literally talking about when we thought we last saw each other, just because it seems so recent, but this year just flew by, and I think everyone kind of feels the same way. And it was just nice to catch up. We went brewery hopping. It was so fun. And then we ended up at Chili's at nighttime, and it was a great time. Thankfully, all the breweries and places that we've gone to, we are still required to wear masks, and it's awesome because we were sitting outdoors, so we're still really far from everybody, and they just had all their seating far away enough from everyone, and it was just really fun and a good time. I personally prefer ciders, and that's what I like to drink. It's funny because her husband loves IPAs. I'm not a fan of IPAs. If you like IPAs, good on you, because to me it tastes like drinking potpourri and soap and smells like flowers, and I just can't do it. I cannot do it. So I've tried. It looks awesome. It smells good, but it just doesn't taste good. Like I'm not there. You feel me? But honestly, my favorite beer is Yingling, and I also love Blue Moon. So yeah, I think that's how I won my fiance over, actually, because he's from Pennsylvania and, Yingling. So there's that. But I'm just not a big beer drinker in general. Like, I would prefer to have mixed drinks or wine if I had a choice. But if I am going to a brewery, I will pick up ciders. It really just depends. I trust my fiance because he knows his beers, and when he says I'm going to like something, I trust him. So I'm like, oh, that's good. Whatever. I'll just drink it. Anyways, here are the leftover stickers. I initially went with that other full box, but I felt like it was too bold for the rest of the spread, so I just chose not to pull it in because the bottom washi was the same pattern anyways, but I think I will probably pull that into like a daily spread or something. Here is a pan. I hope that you enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope that you're doing well. I'll talk to you later. Bye.